Yo, what's up? Today I have some juicy news for you guys. So one of my followers, his name is Daniel S. Billing. He sent me some dash cam shots and some photos. So I will show you now the clip here. He's driving, this is Alnabru and Oslo, yes, Norway. Look at that red car to the right here. That's an EV, yes, for you guys who don't know. So good eye there, Daniel, catching this car. You see that it has some tape over the logo and everything. That is Xpeng. Well, it's called Xpeng. I think it's pronounced Xpeng. Yeah, it's a Chinese EV. They've been out for over a year now in China. And what the heck is that car doing here in Oslo? You see, it's an SUV crossover. Actually, I checked the spec. It's actually slightly bigger than an e-Niro, so it's a fairly spacious EV. Let's try to catch it here. You can see it has some LED lights. Okay, we want to see the styling. Yeah. So, and one thing you notice is that the hood is low, or it's like how they put this. I think it has a good aerodynamic, because I will come back to the specs on this car. So Daniel is being a good Norwegian. He's just following that guy like a ninja. Yeah, he's being a good stalker. Yeah, that's what I meant. So I just want to see now. I want to show you guys as much footage as possible. I actually have more, but I cut out some of them. It was in a tunnel and stuff. But to give you guys an impression of what this car looks like on the road. So now, let me see. Once we enter the tunnel, there you go. Yeah. Oh, look at that! Look at that! The turn signal, it's like Audi style turn signal. It kind of animates when you turn to the left or to the right. Yeah, there you go. There you go. See a turn signal again. Okay, Daniel is being a bad typical Norwegian, hugging the left lane, and then that other guy is overtaking on the right. Yes, welcome to Thailand. But at least, okay, whatever. Just want to see that car. So you see it from the back. Okay, maybe I should zoom in now. But now you get an impression of the size of it. Let me see. Is that a Volvo? I don't remember the footage here. Yeah, this section here. I have about twice as many video dash cam clips. You can see it's fairly tall compared to other cars. As for the ground clearance, you see, we just passed that Golf. It doesn't seem to have much higher ground clearance. You see, okay, here we go. According to versus the Volvo seems to have way. What the heck? Voice control kicked in. The Volvo seems to have way better ground clearance than the Xpeng. So this is the Xpeng G3, by the way. So it's like I would say. Oh, look at that. Oh, I just noticed now, there's some stuff on the roof. Yes, but that's that camera. That's a 360 camera that rotates and you can pop it out. Huh. Yeah, okay, here we see, there you see next to a Mini Cooper. And then there is an i3. So see, it's taller than i3. Yeah, of course, we can't see from the side of it. But, So I started thinking, what is that car doing here in Oslo? It's not the first time some Chinese EV popped up in Oslo. First I thought, hey, was that iWays, whatever, they draw all the way from China to Norway. No, it's not that one. It's Xpeng. It's a different company. Xpeng. Yeah, it's funny. Okay, I just want to take a look at it. I want to take a look. Okay, it's taller than a Volvo station wagon. Okay, and the back end is like. Okay, how you see the turn signal in daylight. Okay, now next to a Kia Soul. Wow, there's so many EVs we can compare with. Okay, there you see slightly from the side. Okay, yeah, so it's definitely bigger than a classic Soul or the Soul. So it's well, it's not as big as a Model X. Well, I'll come back to the Model X comparison. Oh, we have a Tesla Model S model over there. Yeah, I think this is close to the end. Okay, there we see again. Better look of the car. Oh, it has slightly. It's not that boxy. Oh, I think he hammered. What is it? E-tron? Yeah. Yeah, he kind of hammered it. Yeah. Okay, it went there to Skøyen. Maybe he's going to charge. Okay, but anyway. So thank you again, Daniel, for the video clips. Also some pictures. I don't think I bother looking at them, but I might include them later in the video, by the way. So that was the Xpeng G3, which is I wouldn't call it an SUV, but it's a crossover, similar, slightly bigger than the e-Niro, bigger than well, actually, and then. Not as big as a Leaf in length, but it's kind of, you know, it's boxy-ish. So I tried to dig some info about the Xpeng, and it turns out that Xpeng uses open patents from Tesla. Yeah, and there's been some case about I don't know the whole story about it. Some guy who used to work for Tesla, supposedly Tesla claims that they stole lots of code, of autopilot code. So I'm not gonna comment it. I don't know the whole story about it. But basically, Xpeng is trying to base stuff on Tesla, and this is not the first company that does it. When I tried the NIO, you guys remember the NIO ES8 in München last year? That one also uses open patents from Tesla. What is it about these companies using Tesla patents? They must be good then, right? Why are people copying it? But just look at, okay, look at this is the cockpit of the G3, and you guys are thinking, wait a minute, that's a Tesla Model X. Yeah. Yeah, I remember I've seen this before. I never noticed it when I saw it in the news a long time ago. I was like, okay, but they just basically copied a Model X cockpit. But I guess, you know, Tesla, they don't have copyright on design, right? So it's a big screen, okay, instrument cluster. Wow, it just looks so similar. But there's one thing though, it seems to have that Model 3 style air vents in the dash. Ooh, that's I like it. The ones that you don't have to adjust manually. What else? Okay, you have on top there, you have the window shades. And what else that looks like Tesla? Yeah, it's very similar to Tesla. But I guess that's where it ends, because it doesn't have the Falcon Wing doors. And it has frame doors. I mean, the doors have frame windows, yes. So that should be less problems in winter. It should be better soundproofing and so on. And the G3 or the Xpeng, they also equip the car with lots of sensors, just like a Tesla. We have, I don't know, all these sensors and front-facing cameras. I'm not sure how many of them. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know too much about Xpeng. And also, it has auto parking that's supposed to work better than any other system. And it has some kind of autopilot. They call it X-Pilot. So autonomous driving level 2 or whatever. I don't know, level 3, 2.5. And the good thing about Xpeng and the G3 is that it's built as an EV from ground up. That's very important, because then you can potentially have better cargo space, better design and everything. Okay, I figured out that found out that it has well, there are two models. They have what is called G3 460 and G3 520, and those numbers are the NEDC range. So yeah, so the 520 or the 520i or whatever, there are two variants of them. The 520 goes 520 kilometers. Yes, at least it makes some sense, right? Not like Audi e-tron 55 and 50. But so the small battery is 50.5 kilowatt hours and the big battery is 66.5 kilowatt hour. So I think that's pretty impressive. At least they didn't put 35 kilowatt hour in an SUV like Mazda did. So that's good. But I'm guessing that 520 kilometers of NEDC should equal to about 450 kilometers of VLTP, or well, WLTP. Yes, I always do this. But 450 kilometers of real-world range, that's actually on par with e-Niro and Kona, and actually it beats the Germans and the Brits, yeah, e-tron I-Pace. But it's a smaller car, of course. I wouldn't call them SUVs, the G3s. But I wonder how the heck they can get that much range if it's only 66.5 kilowatt hour, and if you cut out braking protection and stuff, then you're left with only 60 kilowatt hour or something. So it could be that the 66.5 is net capacity, and that the gross capacity is more 70 kilowatt hour. That's what I'm suspecting. I wouldn't say assuming, because then you guys would just yell at me, oh, you can't assume stuff, Bjørn, you're clueless. Okay, whatever, just unsubscribe me. And also they claim that, well, this is kind of weird, they say that the car charges from 30 to 80% in half an hour. Most car manufacturers, they say from 10 to 80% or something, 20 to 80%. But I worked out that it should be an average of 60 to 67 kilowatt, depending on how many kilowatt hours is available in the car. And how much is that? If you compare it to e-Niro needs 37 minutes to charge from 30 to 80%. But then we all know that e-Niro charges slow past 73%. But that one equals to 53 kilowatt average. So you see, it actually charges faster than e-Niro. But if e-Niro charges from 10 to 60%, then it takes 31 minutes. And that's an average of 63 kilowatt. So I'm not sure why Xpeng uses 30 to 80%. It should charge faster at 10% anyway. So my guess is that the G3 charges faster than e-Niro. But of course, not as fast as an e-tron. But we'll come back to the price again, by the way. We also had to look at price. So I just wonder, is this car coming to Norway? What the heck? What is it doing in Norway? And why Norway? And it's not that much winter anymore in Norway, especially in Oslo. It's almost spring, so they're obviously not testing. They're not testing it for cold weather, and they already did that. The car is in production. It's been for sale in China since 2018 or something. So they obviously don't need to test it before they produce it. But okay, anyway, back to the price. Okay, so I did some assumptions again. No, but I found out that the Model 3 Standard Range Plus in China cost 300,000 Chinese yuan or something. Yes, after incentives. And then the G3 520i. What is it? The 520i. That sounds like BMW. No, but that's the one with the longest range. And I don't know what the I means, but it costs 163,000 won or something. Yeah. Which is almost half the price of a Model 3 Standard Range Plus. So if we use those prices, we can try to guess the price in Norway. So in Norway, a Model 3 Standard Range Plus, after some delivery fee or something, is 400,000 NOK. And that means that the G3 520 should cost about 250,000 NOK. That's crazy, man. But when I started digging, I found out some more about Xpeng. Okay, so now we are here at the Xpeng Motors YouTube channel. 971 subscribers. Okay, let's see how many subscribers we have on this channel after you guys watch the video. But I just check out the channel and just look. I need to comment on this video here. Okay, this is going to be weird. We have I'm going to do a reaction video. Well, I've watched it before, but okay. Look at this. Xpeng P7. Brembo brakes. I was like, top shape. Oh, what? What the heck? I want that shit. Okay. The interior is not as spacious as Tesla, but it has DIN audio. Oh, okay. There's a Chinese guy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Look at that, man. That's Xpeng also. Okay, they show some features. Wait, let me go back here. I think I saw something. I'm gonna point out something. Are those speakers in the headrest? What the heck? Okay, leather, probably holy cow leather. Is that autopilot? Okay, glass roof. Yeah, they copy Tesla, but on the other hand, look at that. It's a damn sexy car. Oh, man, I want it. Me wants it. Let me see. I think I saw the. It's a big screen, all that touch screen. Not. It doesn't seem to be as ergonomic as. Oh, there. That type of door. So it's like the Model 3 style door, not the ones like the Model S and let me see, where was it again? There. It's not like Model S and I-Pace, which tends to fail. So yeah, this is good. This is good, but also better aerodynamics. But speaking of aerodynamics, I started looking at. Okay, we don't want to look at the G3. G3 is boring. We want to look at the P7, man. Shit. Yeah, I saw this one. So they tested it on a wind tunnel. Okay, it's a short video. I can also comment this one. So important aerodynamics. It looks really aerodynamic. They made a shape to make it look aerodynamic. That's good because, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I like aerodynamic cars and I also like efficient cars. And it seems like they did a great job of making it efficient. So there will be a CD number here. Tesla Model 3 has a drag coefficient of 0.23. Model S has 0.24. They have 236. So I think that's pretty good, man. Over 600 kilometers of VLTP, and they claim they have the longest range in China, the longest range EV, and Model S also exists in China. So do they actually claim that the P7 has more range than Tesla? Okay, there's only one way to find out, I guess, but yeah, but still 600 kilometers. Okay, we're not done yet. So this one's supposed to have an 80.87 kilowatt hour battery. Again, I don't know if that's net capacity or gross capacity, because how the heck can they squeeze out more range than a Model S with a smaller battery? So that one, the battery should be close to 90 kilowatt hour at least. I mean, it can make sense if you have a Model 3 similar size and weight, and of course aerodynamics, and then you have 85 kilowatt hour battery. Then you can probably get those high numbers. But okay, we have to see then. Maybe I should go to China. Well, okay, maybe not nowadays, but I want to test that shit, man. But it says that the rear-wheel drive has, I still use horsepower, 263 horsepower, and there's an all-wheel drive version with 424 horsepower. And the all-wheel drive can do 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 4.3 seconds. It's fast, not as fast as Tesla, but it's way cheaper than Tesla. So, but also it also has all the tech as a Tesla, like the and as a G3. So it has all the sensors, it has the cameras, it has the autopilot thing, the auto parking stuff, and for all we know, the P7 is a newer version. So if it's like Model 3 versus Model X and X, maybe they have developed more shit over there, better tech. But the price, I also try to guess the price. Now we go back to the Bjørn assumes shit again. So like I mentioned, the G3 should cost about 250,000 NOK in Norway. And then the P7, okay, it costs 240 to 370,000 yuan or yuan. And that translates to about 370 to 570,000 NOK. That is right in the price range of Model 3. but okay, it actually can't beat the Model 3 performance wise. The Model 3 is still faster, and Model 3 still charges faster. But just having a car that is remotely close to a Tesla is pretty cool. So it's going to rival Model 3 directly, I guess. And it's, yeah, okay, so the P7 is more like a sedan type for people who want that one, and the G3, which is cheaper, will beat the other, like e-Niro in price, beat them big time. So wow. So what's gonna happen next? You know, I was thinking, oh man, I'm so excited about this. Just bring P7 to Norway, man. I want to try that shit. Oh, and okay, I also contacted Xpeng to see if they have some stuff I can borrow. I want to find out more. What is that car doing in Norway? And it's only the G3. What about the P7? We haven't seen the P7 on Norwegian road yet. So I want to test those cars if it's possible, see how it goes, right? Man, okay, I think I just have to stop here. But what do you guys think? Huh? Do you like the G3? the Model X ripoff? What about the P7? Do you like the P7? Wifey, I show Wifey. Wifey is like, Roadster is sexy. I'm like, okay, but think about it. The P7, huh? In Norway, huh? Okay, I think that's gonna be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.